Nobody investigates like News 4. Tonight we're looking into homes abandoned in the middle of a small village right here in western New York.
Now, these homes have been empty for years, but we're the ones paying the price for this. News 4's Jordan Williams is following the money tonight. Jordan?
Hey, Jackie, we spent months investigating what's happening in Holley, a village in Orleans County. Wait until you hear what you're paying for. On a quiet street.
House there empty, that house is empty.
In the middle of what looks like a normal neighborhood.
That house is empty.
Neighbors shake their heads in frustration.
Oh, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, at least 8.
Look closely and you'll spot them. Houses touched only by time, abandoned 12 years ago by the families that once called this quiet corner of western New York home.
Do you really think there's a problem with the houses?
No, I don't think there's any problem. I don't think there ever was.
Don Requa lived here when the trouble began at Diaz Chemical. The old plant sits in the middle of his neighborhood.
It was not a toxic chemical, let's say it that way.
Or was it toxic? On January 5th, 2002, a tank ruptured at Diaz, releasing a smelly substance in the air. Drops covered cars and nearby homes. At the time, no one knew what it was.
They lived in this house right here.
Correct.
His friends were among the 14 families who packed up. Some complained of sore throats and eye irritation.
Obviously, other people stayed. I mean, look at all these other houses.
None of them are sick.
That's the closest house to it, and she never left.
Jason Siebert moved in after the air release.
Do you think it was ever really that dangerous?
Well, my dad's a volunteer fireman, and I don't think it was dangerous.
Initially, Diaz Chemical paid to put the families up in a hotel. The company ran out of money after a few months, and the EPA stepped in.
Many of the people said, much to do about nothing.
Mike Basile has spent the past 12 years dealing with the mess.
To date, we've spent $11 million in Holley.
Some of that money paid to buy out 8 families and relocate them.
We were dealing with an unknown.
Basile says scientists didn't know whether the homes were safe.
We were literally pulling our hair out.
The buyout was the simple solution.
We relocated them because of the inconvenience we had put them through for 3 years, from 2002 until 2005.
So let's get back to the houses, empty and unlived in for 12 years. You guessed it, the EPA has owned them since 2005, and you won't believe what you're paying for.
We put alarms on the homes. We have had electricity and heat on the homes, done minor repairs. We cut the grass.
The cost to you, the taxpayer, $400,000 over the past 8 years. The money paid to a government contractor.
News 4 Investigates found out the government contractor is supposed to be coming out and plowing these houses anytime there's a snowfall. We came back during a snowstorm to see for ourselves. You can see here behind me, there's a sidewalk. It's tough to tell it's even here until you get to the area where they actually shoveled right in front of the house.
Why are they paying the guy to shovel it for?
Why are we paying them?
Yes, why, the government, whatever. Yes, us, the taxpayer, you're right, exactly.
Now we've learned the government is finally ready to sell the homes.
You may see a for sale sign on these houses by the end of this year.
Well, I know the village is upset because they're not on the tax roll.
Get them on the market, let people buy them, and then get them back at our assessed value.
Mayor John Kinney says this has dragged on long enough.
I don't have the faintest idea as to what's going to be the benchmark costs for any of the properties. I could care less about that part. Get them on the market. That's all I want.
Do you think people, will see homes that sat vacant for 8 years and say, why did the EPA take so long?
It could be. It's a normal question.
Basile says it took 8 years of testing to prove nothing's wrong with the houses.
So homes are safe?
Homes are safe.
You would move there?
I would definitely move there.
Neighbors remain skeptical.
I don't know, being vacant for 10 years, are they even worth selling? Would you want to buy it? I wouldn't.
Why would I want to buy one? Why aren't they ripped down? That's my question.
For now, the homes sit idle, waiting for the government to give the green light for the for sale signs to go up. Now, the EPA still has a lot of work to do at the old chemical plant, and it's going to be very, very expensive. That money will come out of our wallets. Now, I'm going to get into that aspect of this story tonight on News 4 at 11.
Jordan, it's fascinating that this chemical plant ended up in the middle of a neighborhood.
Yeah, and the site dates back to the 1800s. If you head online to WIVB.com, I'm going to take you on a walking tour so you can see just how close the old plant is to these homes that we just showed you.
Right there. All right. We'll see you at 11 then. Thank you.